Welcome back. Again, I'm Lee Newman. This is Coffee with Lee. Got Casey Cogan over at the city garage with me. Now we're going to check out the vehicle. We've looked at the gardens, we've looked at the plants, we've had the fire department, we've talked about winterizing your house. We had Home Depot bring in some stuff and show it to you. So now I got Casey. Casey proclaims to be an expert on winterizing automobiles, and all of you have one sitting in your yard, I'm sure. But first, let's check out Casey. Casey, you got all these things on your sleeves.
Yes, sir.
You stand behind that?
Yes, sir. I'm a master tech for ASE.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Well, he got that down there pretty good. Now on the other sleeve, he's got a medium truck technician. He's certified ASE it is. That's quite impressive.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, you worked hard for that.
Yeah, I had to take quite a few tests and a lot of hours.
You do a good job, Tommy Brown, too, don't you?
I try my best.
All right. We've got a police car, brand new. Brought it over here so I wouldn't get grease on me. So last time they had me here, I had to get up under a truck with a wrench and work on the thing, got greasy as I could be. But this is new. It has no grease on it anywhere. But it's ready to go. It was driven over here by Keith. So I'm going to turn it sort of over to Casey and let him take you through the demonstration of the tires, the engine, everything that you've got to do to be sure your car's ready for the freezing cold winter. Or you can do like I do, keep a telephone number available and you call that number, somebody comes does that stuff, because I'm hard-headed and I don't learn very easy, but I'm going to try to learn from Casey today. Casey, take us through this thing and let's talk about what a person's got to do.
All right.
We got to hold the hood up here.
No. First of all, we need to check and make sure you got plenty of washer fluid in your vehicle.
And that goes right here?
Right here. In this
Is it always in this exact spot on cars?
No, it'll usually have like this little symbol here.
It has a little symbol, looks like water spraying up, and that's to wash your windshields off.
And they sell a certain brand that, temperature-wise, it won't freeze. That's the best one to have, the lowest temperature.
Of water?
Fluid to stick in your water.
And that's that, usually I see it in a blue gallon jug you pour in there, but this is, it won't freeze. Anyway, down to?
Say -30, I believe it is.
All right, suppose somebody's already put water in that thing. They got to take it out, or is this additive they can put in there?
No, usually the best thing would be to drain it out.
Don't put antifreeze in it.
Don't put antifreeze in it. It'll leave oil, film all over
over the car. Yes. I understand that. Okay, we got the windshield washers covered here.
Next thing is check your antifreeze. You can go to a parts store, your local parts store, and pick up a little checker to check your mixture rate of your
That's
antifreeze.
a little thing that goes down. It's got a little bulb on the end of it, and you squeeze that, and then you read the temperatures on it. Most people can do that, but suppose they can't and they don't want to invest whatever it costs to get one of those things.
$10 maybe.
And I ain't got $10. So what am I going to do now?
If you can't do that, take it to a mechanic or see if they can do it at the parts store. Check it.
The neighbor might have one.
Get some
gas stations that sell it. Sure. Okay.
All right.
Parts stores.
Yes. -40 is what you're looking right about. It's got to be
40 below zero.
Yes. It's got to be a 50-50 mix.
Okay.
If you even use 100% mix, it's more harmful to your engine than 50-50. Even though it won't freeze as quick, but.
So never completely fill your radiator and your engine with just pure antifreeze.
That's correct.
That stuff is not mixed. It's pure antifreeze.
It'll hurt your gaskets, corrode your engine. It don't cool as well because of the water. The water takes the heat away faster than the antifreeze.
All right, and the alternative to that is every night before you go to bed, drain all the water out of your engine, and the next morning close it back up and put the water back in it, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't do that.
We used to do that.
You used to do that?
Oh, years and years ago. You can look at me and tell that was a lot of years ago. Okay.
Next thing would be to check is your belts. Make sure all your belts are not cracked. You know.
Well, what's that got to do with it freezing now, if the belts?
Well, nothing to do with freezing.
It won't circulate the water, will it?
Well, yeah, it won't turn your water pump. That'd be a good thing.
Okay.
Check your belts, make sure they ain't cracked, you don't get stranded. Check your water pump, see if you got any leaks. Move your vehicle after it sits at night. See if you have any leaks under the vehicle.
And if you don't have a paved driveway, you can slide a piece of cardboard or something under there and see if you have any wet spots. Okay.
And check your charging system in your battery. You know, during the summer months, your battery may crank fine, but you may let it sit out, you know, say below freezing, and your car goes, It's best to get the biggest battery with cold cranking amps that'll fit in your car
Okay.
for winter time. And cold cranking amps has to do with it's 30 seconds, how many amps a battery will put out in 30 seconds at freezing.
But a normal person not going to think about that.
No.
They just going to, well, the thing cranks or don't crank.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to check that battery?
Best would be to take it to a parts store.
And they check it out for you and see if
Usually they
the
can check the
plates are...
charging system for you.
Okay.
Tell you if you're doing good there.
Do they charge for that, or are they...
Some of them don't. Usually it's free.
Okay, that's good.
Make sure you don't have no skips, plug wires. Nowadays there's vehicles are going away from plug wires and regular maintenance, plugs and plug wires.
Okay.
Check all your hoses. Anything, make sure you ain't got dry rotted hoses going to your radiator.
Yeah, because that pressure gets on some of those hoses, and if they're cracked and dry rotted, they'll bust out, won't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check your air filter. Make sure it's clean, fuel economy.
All right, and
Always
you
make
can
sure
pick up a new air filter. Can you wash that one, or you have to get a new one?
You'd have to get a new one.
Get a new one, and
you can get a K&N that you can clean.
Okay.
They say it's washable, but these are just like disposable.
Okay, just take it out, throw it away, and put a new one in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you need to do that once a year.
Well, I check it every 30,000 miles maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Wiper blades during the wintertime. Get a good set of winter wiper blades.
Well, what is a winter wiper blade? Now let's go over here. What is a winter wiper blade? That's a new one for me.
They make, this is the standard wiper, but they make a heavy dutier, thicker wiper.
Is that one of those that has 3 of the things across here, or is that just something fancy they put out to try to get your money from you?
More fancy to get the money from you.
I understand. All right, but the rubber on the wiper blade is a
thicker material.
Thicker material,
yeah.
A little bit harder, I guess it is, being thicker.
And ice and snow.
Okay.
Another good thing to check is your headlights. Make sure all your lights are working, that you can see out of your headlights at, in mornings when the snow may be on it, or ice or sleet. Make sure you can see out of it, because if you can't see out of it, nobody else can see you.
Those don't heat up enough to melt anything off of there, do they? Okay.
Tires. That's one of the biggest things during winter. Make sure you got a good set of tires. During the summer, they say 230 seconds is good to run safe-wise.
230 seconds, that's
tread.
Measuring the tread on there, and I see people stick a coin in there.
A penny.
A penny.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I used to come over here when I worked for the city, and Tommy Brown would go out there and stick a nickel in there, or a quarter, or something. And he'd tell me I didn't need no new tires.
Yeah, you stick it in there, you stick it with Abraham Lincoln's head down, and if it touches his head, you're good to go.
Okay, so a penny, Abraham Lincoln's head down. If it touches his head, your tires are good. If not, you don't have enough tread, you need to change tires. Gotcha.
230 seconds is during the summer, and an eighth of an inch is during the winter time. Is the best. You need an eighth of an inch, they say, during the winter.
Okay.
More during the winter because of traction.
Yeah, that's for traction purposes, I guess. Now, the air pressure in there, somebody asked us a while ago, checking the air pressure, you check it cold or hot? Well, I said cold.
Yeah, check it cold.
Yeah, so if you're going to check it, wait an hour or so after you come home in the evenings, or check it before you go somewhere. And if it's calls for 32 or 35, then that's what the setting should be as far as the pressure. And then the tire will heat up so the air will expand, but it doesn't move that much, does it? Maybe takes it to 33 or 34 PSI.
See, your tire pressure is a big thing as far as keeping your tire life good, your fuel economy, of course, traction, stability. But, you got to check it. It's got it on the door here, your pressure, what you need to be. You need to check your door.
All right, is that inside that's down on this part of it here, is it?
See, you got it right here. A big label right here, yellow with tire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's got your tire pressure.
You got something else here. I don't know what all this does, the weight and so forth. I don't mean nothing, but look for on this particular Chevrolet, it's yellow and white. It stands out pretty good. So take a look in there. Anybody can do that. That's easy enough.
And if during the cold, if you ain't checked your tire pressure, if it drops 10 degrees, I believe your tire pressure drops a pound. So if you ain't checked it till wintertime, your tire will be pretty flat.
Yeah. Yeah, because 1 pound of air in a tire, that's a bit.
Yeah.
Make it go down. All right, what else we got? We've gone around it. Now, most of them have a rear defrost thing up here.
Yeah, right here.
Up on the back glass, which you turn that on when you crank the car. When you start to move, it's sort of melted that away, and the water kind of blow off of it. If not, you really need to scrape it, don't you?
Yeah, you need to have a good scraper, a blanket in the back of your car, some crackers, maybe a bottle of water if you can keep it back there without it freezing.
Well, what's all that got to do with winterization of the car now?
Well,
a pack of crackers and a blanket.
If you get stranded,
on a picnic.
If you don't keep your car up to snuff,
Sit beside the road.
Yeah, sit beside the road.
Hungry and cold.
Hungry and cold. You might want to have something back there. It's always good during the wintertime to keep your gas tank full of fuel. In case you do, say something gets, if your engine's still able to run and you get stuck or something on the side of the road, at least you do have heat. It's always good to keep your tank full during the wintertime.
How are you going to have heat if the engine won't run?
Well, that's if the engine breaks.
Otherwise, you've got some blankets and stuff you can wrap yourself up and stay warm. Or you can call somebody like I would. Come get you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What else we got? That pretty well covers it, don't it, Casey?
Make sure all your windows are clean when you're driving.
Okay. Yeah. Well, backing out of the driveway like I have to do at my house, you better be sure they're clean, because you're going to back out in front of somebody if you don't.
Yeah.
All right. I can't think of any other questions I might have, Casey. So I guess we've covered this pretty good. Lee Newman and Casey at the City Garage with some good information about how to winterize that vehicle sitting in your yard. That'll save you a lot of problems, save you from getting cold and wet, and keep you moving along for your shopping experience. I'm Lee Newman. It's Coffee with Lee, and I'll be right back.
Another thing that we get calls a lot about in the wintertime is antifreeze. And unfortunately, a lot of pets, we see several every year that succumb to this toxin. Antifreeze is very toxic to dogs and cats. It doesn't take but just a teaspoon to kill a dog or a cat, and there's not a real good treatment or antidote that's readily available. So be aware of this and be careful as your pets are outside. If you change your antifreeze or add new antifreeze, be sure that it didn't drip down from the radiator onto the concrete and there's a puddle there, because it's almost as if dogs and cats are attracted to it. It's sweet. It is a sugar. It's an alcohol. And so they will actually be attracted to it, and it doesn't take much. Thank you so much.
I'm Lee Newman. This has been Coffee with Lee. See you next time.